What if I told you that the secret to peace has nothing to do with escaping the world? That true calm doesn't come from silence, but from how you listen to the noise. Today, I want to share a story about a monk who never spoke, but his lesson, it changed lives forever. High up in the mountains, there was a monastery, ancient, peaceful, hidden from the chaos of the world below. And in that monastery lived a monk named Tenzin. But Tenzin was different from the others. He had taken a vow of silence. For 15 years, he hadn't spoken a single word. People came from all over the world to meet him, to ask him questions, to seek answers. But Tenzin never replied. He only smiled and listened. Some thought he was wise. Others thought he was strange. But there was one man who was determined to understand him. His name was Rohan. Rohan was a successful businessman, rich, powerful, respected, but inside, he was miserable. Stress, anxiety, anger, regret. He had everything the world told him to chase, but he had no peace. So one day, Rohan left everything behind. He climbed the mountain and he arrived at the monastery. He sat in front of Tenzin and said, "I need peace. Tell me how to find it." Tenzin didn't speak. He just looked at Rohan and smiled. Rohan felt frustrated. "Please, I've traveled so far. I need your help. Just tell me the secret." But again, Tenzin said nothing. He simply handed Rohan a cup of tea and gestured for him to sit. Days passed, then weeks. Rohan stayed at the monastery hoping Tenzin would finally speak. But every day it was the same. Tenzin would wake up early, meditate, sweep the courtyard, tend to the garden, drink tea, and smile. And Rohan, he watched, confused, irritated. "This is pointless," he thought. "I came here for answers, not to watch an old man sweep floors." One evening, Rohan couldn't take it anymore. He stood in front of Tenzin and shouted, "Why won't you speak? Why won't you help me? Don't you understand? I'm suffering. I'm broken. I need peace, and you're doing nothing." Tenzin looked at him, still calm, still silent. And then he did something unexpected. He picked up a stone from the ground and threw it into a still pond nearby. The water rippled, waves spread across the surface. The reflection of the sky shattered. Rohan stared at the water, confused. "What does that mean?" he asked. Tenzin pointed at the pond, then pointed at Rohan's chest, right over his heart. And Rohan understood. The monk wasn't telling him to find peace. He was showing him why he didn't have it. That night, Rohan sat by the pond alone. He watched the water. Slowly, the ripples faded. The surface became still again. And in that stillness, he saw his own reflection clearly. And for the first time in years, Rohan stopped running, stopped thinking, stopped trying to fix everything. He just sat. And in that silence, something happened. All the noise in his mind, the worries, the regrets, the anger, they were still there, but they didn't control him anymore. Because Rohan realized something. Peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the stillness you find within them. The next morning, Rohan went to Tenzin. He didn't ask any questions. He didn't demand answers. He simply bowed and said, "Thank you." And for the first time, Tenzin responded, not with words, but with a gesture. He placed his hand over his heart, then pointed to the sky. The message was clear. Peace is not out there. It's already inside you. You just have to stop disturbing it. Rohan returned to his life, to his business, to his responsibilities. But everything was different now. The problems were still there, the stress, the challenges, the noise. But Rohan was no longer drowning in them, because he learned the silent monk's secret. You don't find peace by controlling the world. You find it by calming yourself. The world will always be chaotic. People will always disappoint you. Life will always throw storms your way. But peace? Peace is not something you chase, it's something you allow. When you stop resisting, when you stop fighting everything around you, when you stop creating problems that don't exist yet, just breathe, just be, just let the water settle. And when it does, you'll see clearly again, not because the world became quiet, but because you did. The silent monk never spoke, but his message was loud and clear. The secret to peace is not in silence, It's in stillness. And that stillness, it's already inside you. You just have to stop running from it. So today, take a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the ripples fade. Because peace is not something you search for, it's something you return to. And it's been waiting for you all along.